the juices flowing like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Hokies will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Georgia Tech's offense will have first crack at this one. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
You want to stop the run game, get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you describe with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Got it in the middle, it's Rivers. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Turning it on! They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
He'll keep it himself. And he'll finish the run at the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight.
Under pressure and down. He
get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Hokies line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Wants to throw. It's King. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Throwing right. Got him downfield. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on.
There he goes. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. 1st down here for the offense. From the gun. Here comes the heat. Still running at the 40. He got enough for the 1st down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. 1st down and an eternity after a mountain of penalties. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. To the air, it's King. Under fire. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Oh, the attempt is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Looking to fire. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Now they'll run it to the right here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be brought down.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Now the play fake. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Here's the handoff. The Hokies pick up the 1st down.
That is an impressive run. And I'll tell you, I know when we think Virginia Tech offense, we're always talking about running quarterbacks, but they've oftentimes had a running back to go along with that mobile QB threat, and it makes this rushing attack so difficult to stop. This guy right here really has the ability to do it on his own, though. Because of his speed and power, he is dangerous.
He unleashes a long one. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing, and he just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 QB, you've got no points on offense.
They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. And the Hokies are marching down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
The give on the option. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He'll pitch it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And, man, what an interesting call. 4th and medium, and the offense says, run. They don't want to pass the football. They run the option. They get it to the pitch man. He catches it. But this defense does a really good job. You can tell they know where the sticks are, and they get the big turnover on downs.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. SMU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Doak Walker among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Stanford. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Pressure coming. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. On the move. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Caught over the middle. It's Green. Across the 25. He's got room. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. After the break, they'll go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. They're working that left side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Unloads quickly. Smashes through the tackle. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead in 10-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. To throw, it's King. Got his man quickly.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy...
Oh, it's on the ground! High ball! Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
With the catch, it's Patterson. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Unloads to the wideout. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Makes the catch. It's Selden. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
And defensively, man, you just want to get to fourth down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. And even though it was 4th and 1, try to get the stop, especially this part of the field where they could come away with points and kick a field goal, or they could come away with a touchdown. Man, I want to get this stop and get off the field, but the offense executed. Defense just missed out.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Hokies are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. He fires one deep down the right side.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And the Hokies will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He makes a fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up?" Turning it on! He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pulls it in, it's Patterson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Gets the back moving. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Back to throw, it's King. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. On the ground, it's Stewart. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Green. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hokies can really attack on this second and short. Tight end now in motion. They'll give it to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Wow, what a nice run. He's showing you his athleticism there. You guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here and the all-time great Virginia Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth and he got into a vertical leap contest with Pollock. It was awesome. This guy on the field, man, he's got so much skill and ability. He's strong and he's fast, and I think he can also out-jump Dave.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Makes the grab. It's Bennett. There he goes. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Last season, Kyron Drones really didn't play to the level he or Virginia Tech expected for him. Jesse, what does he need to do to return to his 2023 form?
It's consistency and avoiding the negative plays, avoiding the turnovers, making the throws you're supposed to make. There is no question physically, Kyron Drones has all the tools. When you think back to a year ago, if that Hail Mary stands against Miami, they get that win. Maybe the season ends differently for Virginia Tech. This is a special talent. He's got to be more consistent.
And as he throws.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
Back to throw, it's Drones. Flips it out on the screen. Jukes his way for more. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
And the Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Hokies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Leaves it with the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. And the Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. Under fire. He might have gotten way too greedy there, held it too long, and couldn't throw it away to avoid the loss.
Well, as a quarterback, you've got to know when the play is over. You got to mitigate your losses. That time, he was just trying to do too much. He thought he was back in high school and everything was taken away. He could just pirouette, make a guy miss, and turn it into a home run. Nothing doing, and he takes a big loss on that run.
The Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying play action. Rushes on him. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. Splits the uprights. Good. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between...
Oh, he's got some space. At the 20. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Once he got some room, it was over.
And that's a deflating end for this defense to the 1st half. You're trying to hold them to at least a field goal attempt, make the clock maybe run out, use it against them. They couldn't do it. They couldn't stop this offense, and that quarterback just delivered and took the momentum in this football game.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. They're trailing by just 4 to NC State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He'll do it himself. Nice move to keep running. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air. It's Drones. Quickly to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can...
That is slipped out! Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. And this one will be a 57-yard attempt. He'll unleash it from the right hash. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
And the Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just, you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
They'll run play action. Fires on the move. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Looking to throw, it's Drones. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. On the run, it's Stewart.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to scramble. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
The Hokies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Finds the back on the option, the give. Touchdown, Hokies! Great job by the back on the option.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So a drive there of 82 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Dropping back, it's King. Got his man on the outside. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wants to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Patterson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Boom. There's the pressure. Finds his man. It's Stewart.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Power football with the run. Fights off a defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Drones. Throws toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. He's not afraid to go deep. And wings it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Get it out on the screen. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. The play action fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the 1st down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can...
Breaks into the open. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Georgia Tech, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Patterson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. To the air. It's drones. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash.
Turning it on. Delivers the stiff arm. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Second down coming up. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. The inside handoff. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. SMU is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 21 to Stanford. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, running back on the move. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. He'll keep it himself. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Really good job by the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Hokies will line up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The short hands, it's Haynes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So first down, we'll open up the final period.
22 water. 22 water.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And the Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
The Yellow Jackets with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Kane. Snagged in the middle, it's Alexander. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
The Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
He splits the upright.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
17.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. This drive will open from the 15. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Stewart. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires left. Complete downfield. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. So now it's second and long. Off the boot, looking for his man. Floating away. They get to him as he throws. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Hokies send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking to throw, it's King. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this second and short. Back to pass. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
When you're QB sneaking as a quarterback, you got to make a decision. You going right or you going left, and that's all predetermined based on how the defensive line lines up. That's a decision there by the quarterback.
Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll go to work in the air on second down. Safe completion on the screen. At the 35, he's open. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Catch in the middle. It's Powell. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And now on second down for this offense. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a man. It's King. Grabbed behind the line. It's Haynes. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Pocket breaking down. It's complete to the right. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13. The Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, it's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll try the right side. Got enough for the first. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Illegal blocking offense.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Offense getting set for first down. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off, and man, could they have used that. It'll be second down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. The Hokies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Motion from the wideout. Now from inside the red zone. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Hokies are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to pass. It's Drones. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Rutherford. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll do it himself. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Haynes. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. Looking for a man. It's King. Oh, they're after him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Now this defense could really use a stop on third down as the offense has had its way. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here we go. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Patterson. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And the timing just a hair off.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Yellow Jackets had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
And I like the alertness by this defense. 1st and goal, usually a running type situation. They were ready for the pass, broke on the football, and that could have been a huge play for this defense.
Looking to get it in. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. A nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them. Still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.